Hello. Welcome back to the second part of our CSS or Cascading Style Sheets classes. So, here we will be starting with the CSS display and position. Okay. It will help us to layout, helps in structuring or giving a layout to our web page. Okay. There are display properties. There are four, as you can see here in the slide: block, inline, inline block, and none. So this is how in this as it is shown here in this picture, you can see display. When this display property is set to block, so then the contents will be like this. They will come uh, one after another, vertically downwards, and display inline block is what you can see here. Is display flex also, you can see. This is how it looks. So when you're making some a menu bar, or it is like if you are making a nav bar or something, you can use display flex. Okay. At the same time, we can say display inline, how it looks and all. So, and positioning. So positioning is like this, relative to, say, static position is like this. If it is a relative position, then it is like that. So that means it will be related to its some other elements, or relative to the parent element, like that. Absolute position will be like this, and the fixed position will be like this. And not scroll, you cannot scroll or something. So it will be in a fixed position. So we can see by, so we can do it and see, then you will understand it better. Okay, so let us move on to the our code editor. So we can make another new file. So I'm just giving it type 4.html. Okay, okay. I'm making a new HTML file here. Can you see? Um, and this is our record. Here I'm going to make before that, okay, we need a CSS page also, yeah. So I'm going to make a new CSS page with the new file. I'm just going to make, yeah, I named it type4.html. So I'm type4.css. The styling page corresponding to that. Yeah, that name. So for that particular HTML I created, so it's not necessary that you must give it type4 itself name, as you like, but it's easy to remember. So that's why I gave it like that. And one more thing we must do, what is that? We must link it, right? Yeah, we must. So here got many tabs are here. I'm just going to remove the other tabs and see. Yeah, I have one thing now. What you must do is that uh, but so if we have to study, we have to study the CSS display and position, isn't it? So therefore, what I will do is that I will make four boxes, and we can see from that four boxes. So for that, I'm making. Oh, before that, I must link the style sheet to the. Excuse me. I must link the. I must link the style sheet, right? So that is by in the head tag. I'm writing rel is equal to style sheet. Yeah, style sheet. Then I'm writing here link rel is equal to style sheet. The next what I'm going to write is, yeah, I must give link it to the uh, CSS, right? So CSS, that is it says type4.css, and I'm closing the link tag. Okay. Yeah, this link element has been closed. Next is next I will make four boxes. Okay, with the div. So I want four div. So, but one div I have already given. So div star 3 will give me three divs. Okay. So I get three divs. So I'm going to name all these divs like I will show you class is equal to just giving one class name, giving class name for each div. Okay, class class is equal to two. Just for easiness only, I'm doing this kind of things. Just giving class name, different class names to each of those. Two, three, and this one. Here also I'm giving class is equal to sorry one spelling mistake. Class is equal to 4. That's giving all these things. And so for in order to understand, I'm just giving 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just giving here. Yeah, I give this much classes here. Class uh, and so I'm going to give some stylings to this class. So we have class 1, right? So I'm just giving here dot, yeah, we have a CSS file. So dot class name. So first class name is 1. So I'm just giving class. I have to set the height and width first. Okay. So we can make some square boxes first. Okay. For that, yeah, I have height is equal to, let it be some 200 or so, let it be 300 pixels. 300 pixels height. Let the width also be, or I think 200 is enough. 200. 200 px, then width also set, we have to set the same width. Okay, 200. So I'm looking for square boxes. So we gave the width as like this. If needed, yeah, so the other properties we learned were border line. It's not necessary that you must give one border line. I'm just giving a border of 2 pix solid, 2px solid, 200 px. Okay, 2px. I'm just giving 2px solid black. Okay, we'll give solid black. Okay, so this is a border. Yeah, 2px solid black. Okay, let us see whether this has happened to the box one. Okay, yeah, here you can see one. So there is three. Yeah, three I wrote inside this. Okay, inside this class name, right next to this class name, only I gave three. So you missed that three there. Okay, I think this much we know we don't need this much big square box. So I'm just going to change the width to some. Okay, let it be 100 pics. I think that's enough. So now it has become 100 pics. Okay, yeah. Now next what I'm going to do is I'll just add color. So color, okay, not color, just not color. Then it is background color. Background color. Color is for text. Changing the color of the text. We use color. So background color say let it be yellow. Yellow. So I'm just giving yellow for the first. Yeah, got a square with the yellow color. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is, we will make the same. Okay, we need the same things. Only just want to remove the color. No, change the colors of those boxes. We need 4 more boxes, right? So the thing is same code, same CSS we can use. But if I had to make the add the same CSS to all, I would have given another class name to class name and applied that class to all the tips. But here I'm not going to do like that. But I'm just going to do is that just for you to understand. So in order to understand only, I'll copy paste this and just change the colors. Okay, two. Then so this is dot. Then the class name 3. Yeah. Next dot, dot class name. So yeah. Sorry, 3 and 4. So we had 4 squares. 4 squares. So we just gave this one. Okay. Now I just copy paste this thing. Okay, Control C. This one I'm just going to copy paste in this and this one. Just going to copy paste here and just going to copy paste this too. Yeah, Control V. Okay, so we had made here four squares, yellow squares. Okay, so what do you think? We have made all these things, right? Now, you can see, you know that the thing, the margin, you have to give a margin here. So margin is something that is anything outside the box, border line. That is margin. Okay. Last time we studied that. This is something that is outside the border of this content. So that is called a margin. So that's so we need some margin between this. These boxes seems very congested in this vertical plane. It's like that. So what we must do is that vertically they seem there is no there it seems very congested. So I'm just going to I have to give some space between. So I'm just giving uh margin bottom some let me I think some 5x. Yeah. See, I gave a margin bottom 5px to 1. So I got some 5px space between this box 1 and box 2. So similarly, I can give that space to every other and also here also. Okay. Margin bottom. Okay, so margin bottom I have given. Also, one thing is that now using this display property and position property and all, what we are going to do is that we are going to arrange these boxes here in horizontally and all. So at that time, I need this space between all the square, it's all sides of the squares. I need space between that. So when I'm keeping this square box here, what will happen is that only bottom part that this margin will apply. So I'm just going to give, so I need all four sides, I need margin of 5 px. So I'm just deleting it. Sorry, not this. I'm just going to delete this part. This margin bottom to just giving margin. Okay. So, and margin top and bottom and left, margin left and right will apply the same. Will be applied to everywhere. Okay. See, you can see how it changed. How has it changed? You can see. Yeah, I have applied it to, yeah, first one I haven't applied. So, first box also I'm applying margin. Now we can see, yeah, all four sides it has got a margin now. And here, and the fourth one, you see the difference. Every other box is aligned in the same line, but see there is a difference in the fourth one. That's why because I didn't apply margin at all the sides. To apply margin at all the sides, it's keep like this. Okay, just margin. Yeah. Now I got uh, okay, this boxes. And okay, I'm going to give a padding. So I have a number one here, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just give a padding and I'm going to set the padding to padding so the content will come into the center. I'm going to give 50% padding. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh God. I see that much padding is necessary. So they have what happened here? Yeah, the person padding. So that means the thing, say, that's not necessary. I don't think you need padding here. So that the content is expanding its border. So from the border, 50% the content uh, got away from the border. That's why it became that much large. No need of padding. Just to show you only. So now next what I'm going to do is that, yeah, we will apply the display property. Okay, so uh, I'm just giving, so what will I do for this? I'll do one thing first. First I will put these squares inside another tip. Okay, uh, I think just let me check. That is needed. Yeah, that's needed. So I'm just going to put all these things inside the dip. Another tip. Okay. I did another tip. Yeah. Mm, That's one. Okay, I'm just going to put it in another div and I say I'll name it as class is equal to just be, let's let the class be, okay, I'm just giving map. Let the class be in map. Okay, so I'm just going to give dot class, okay, class name. So I want to display all these things. What all things are there inside an app tag into, I'm just going to give it this display property. I'm going to apply the display property here and you can see display property in display inline. So how it look like? How does it look? It looks like this. Display block. Display block. How does it look like? Yeah, same answer. That display flex. Yeah, see, this is the difference. Display box also we have seen already. Display flex means this will be the thing. Okay, display flex. So that is the display property. So in order, so if you are making an app bar and all, if you want to make something like uh, display property, main properties that we make use of what display flex. The display property that we make use of display flex. Next is positioning the box. Okay, it is like sometimes box positions, if I have to show you, it is like we have four boxes or something. So I'm just removing this display flex property from here just to show you what is static and all those things. So yeah, now position of this one, I'm just going to give this one's position static. Okay, position as static. Position of this one, this box is static. First box's position I gave static. So static means it by default every element's position is static. Okay, by default every element's position is static. Then and relative position. So I can give relative position. So relative position means with respect to its static position, it is having some changes. Okay, that is position. Here I can show it that example on this box. Relative position, relative position, relative top, top 5 or 10px, 10px, and uh, yeah, bottom or left I'm getting some see this movement you're just positioning that changing the position relative to its static position. Okay, this is what it happens. See, position relative. Simply if I write there it doesn't shape it will not make sense if I simply put it there, because see you can see here position relative. So you know its earlier position was here, right below next below this box. So in order for you to understand, I will make this color too. Okay, baby red. Okay, yeah, red color. That's enough. So initial position of this red box was here, right below this box. It was a static position. So static position uh, is the default position of every HTML element, that is static. So, but we need to make some relative to that its static position with respect to its static position or with relative to its not with respect to relative to its static position. If you want to make a position change or change the position, just top from top. First we did this one. Put from relative from its static position, the top part. Uh, from the top, we moved downwards 10px. Then from the left also, we moved 20px, not 10 px. From the left, related to its static position, we moved from the left 20 px, and from the top we moved 10 px. Okay. Similarly, this can be applied to all other elements also. From its uh, static position, or how much it is moving. So that is what is did by the absolute. And related to near absolute position. Then next one is absolute position. So absolute positioning means with from in relative to the nearest position the ancestor. Where is it moving? Relative to the nearest position the ancestor. Okay, so this we can apply and see on the next one, or it be the fourth one. Okay, we can apply say position absolute position absolute absolute, sorry, the spelling mistake. Position absolute, I'm just kidding. Position absolute, is there any change? Yeah, with respect to its nearest ancestor, nearest position the ancestor, it is having a position change. Do you see that? With it is having a position change. Top 50, I'm just giving 50 px. Yeah, we can see how much, how it has its parent nearest positioned ancestor. That means with respect to its nearest positioned ancestor, which is that the whole HTML page, it's that HTML tag is the nearest position. So sorry, not the whole HTML tag, the parent div is there. So with respect to that parent div, this fourth square moved from here to here 50 px. Okay, I give a color to that the main tag. I already gave a div tag. I was placing the things here inside a div tag. After that, I changed now. Now this all boxes are inside this HTML tag. The body tag of this HTML tag. So here the body tag is now acting as the parental tag. Okay, that's why this square, its position got absolute to top 50 px absolute to the original, or its a parent div. Okay, so that is position absolute. Okay, so I hope you understood. Next is fixed. That means it's relative to the viewport, and static means sticky. So we will give another one sticky. Sorry, position sticky. Position sticky. That is for okay, I gave it for the third one. Okay, third one, position sticky. That means, and if I scroll, so it is scrolling is, it is sticky here. Okay, it scrolls until a threshold. And fixed means it is related to the viewport. Fixed is related to the viewport. In order to understand that, we can make it like this. So I'm giving fixed. I'm changing it to fixed. Position fixed. So see, it is related to the viewport. It has changed its position. Third one. Okay, this is the difference. So I hope you understood what is meant by a display and position. So it describes display. It helps us in layout and structuring of the web page. Okay. Next, we will be moving on to the part called transitions. Okay, we'll present it from here. Uh, it is about, next is about transitions. What are transitions? CSS transitions allow you to change the property values smoothly over a given duration. So we know that uh, particular, we have studied about properties, okay, color, baby color, background color, font size, many other properties are there, which of many other properties of the HTML elements we are able to change. So that is called. So if CSS transitions, these are called CSS transitions. Over a particular duration, over a given duration, we can change the color from this color to this color, or for from 2 seconds to 3 seconds, you can change the particular element's color from this to or yellow to green, or so many other changes can. Not only color changes, some other changes like font changes, font size changes, everything can be made use of this CSS transition. So to create a transition effect, you must specify two things. Two things is what you must specify when creating a transition effect. That is the CSS property want to add an effect to the derivation of the effect. First thing is that transition. Okay, that is the CSS property want you want to add an effect to the duration of the effect. See, transition. You must give the word transition, then transition property. That means which property you are intending to change of that particular element. That property that is called the transition property. So here I am intending to change the background color. Okay, so transition makes the changes smooth instead of not instant changes, smooth changes. So that's why we call it as a transition. Okay, a smooth change, not instant change, smooth change is what we need. Okay, so for that's why we call it as a transition. So transition, then the background transition property you must give, and the transition timing function is in, is out. Many transition functions are there that you can apply, and the transition duration also you can give. 2 seconds, how much time it must last, and how after how much delay or like that. So that is 0.5 seconds transition delay. So this is an example, or this must be a structure, or not a structure. This is a typical example for a transition that is to be applied to a particular element. That means it is telling that the transition property which is to it undergo transition is the background color should so change. So that is a timing function is given, is in, is out, and many other transition functions are there, timing functions are there that you can refer on the net. So transition duration you must give, and ease of transition. There is a zero point 0.5 seconds. The transition delay also you must give. Okay, so let us have an example of the transition properties. Okay, so I'm going to create a new file. Okay, I'll just name it trans.html. Okay, trans.html. I'm just going to name it like that. Okay, now I need a CSS also, right? Just give it trans dot css. I hope you will understand why I'm doing like this. Now trans dot html, I need a basic structure. Yeah, I'm just giving the basic structure for HTML file, and I think I can make some. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll make a some sentences. I just okay. Let it be like welcome to. Okay, sorry. H1 tag. Welcome to engineer and educator. So this is our actual name. Okay, engineer and educator. Okay. Mm, your okay. H2. Okay. Your tech learning hub. Learning hub. Or I can say like your tech partner. Or like your edutech partner. Okay. So I'm just giving, and I'm going to add a button. I'm just going to add a button also here. Yeah, one thing I forgot. We have to apply the transition animation, sorry, transition styles here. So I have made a trans.css file and I forgot to link it. So where will I link that? Here, externally, you link it with the link rel is equal to style sheet. Yeah, what you're linking? You're linking the style sheet. Then href. href is equal to what? Trans.css. Yeah, this is our file. I got it. Then I'm going to close this. Hmm. I think this is okay. Now here is a button, right? Yeah. Let us make a transition that. So I'm just giving not a hover. So when hover, the thing should be like that. The button must change its color. That is the transition we are going to apply. So here I can say that just I'm giving transition example. See, just please hover this button to see transition. See, so I'm just giving it like this. Okay, hover me. This is the button is saying hover me. Okay, just if you hover over this button, you must be able to see the transition. So for that, just going to style the button first. Okay, button I can style like this. Okay, button. That tag itself. There is no other button in our web page. So this I'm just going to take that button itself. Then I'm just going to color must be sorry background color we can switch background color to yeah I can give a good blue color yeah then we need a height to it and all okay we can make a big uh, button okay height be some 5 px yeah 5 px height no, I don't think that we can see that whether it is good or not. Okay, see, open with live server and see. Oh, that's too small, 5 pics, I told you, know. So, yeah, so I'm just going to give it some 20 pics. Yeah, that's good. And that too is too small, just for you to see on the screen and making it big. Yeah. Then width of, let it be 40 pics. Okay. Sorry, height is okay. That is enough, 30 pics. Width is what I need to keep. Now with this 40 pics, 40 px. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, height is just 30 px only. Width I must increase to some. Okay, sorry. 60. Sorry. I should. Okay. Sorry. It's like, yeah, this itself is sorry. Yeah. Now we got a bigger one. Okay, that's it. Now, border radius. So just to make the border and all a curvature, you can just give 2px border. Okay, border radius 2px. Okay, I think it is border radius 2px. So it's not working. 5px. Yeah, now it is got 5px. I have got some border radius here. Now, now what we must do? Yeah, text color to we can change text color. Color of the text will be Alice blue. Yeah, me. Okay. Now got a button here, right? Yeah, clickable button is here. Now, what we have to do is that we have to apply a transition color and we can apply padding of I'm just giving 10 px. Yeah, we can see a padding of 10 pieces like this. I think that's not good. We can have 5 px padding. Okay, 5 px. Good. Sorry, oh, that is become 15 px. No, 5 px. Yeah, this is enough. 5 px padding. Now, then you can change all these properties and see the difference. Okay, now we must add the transition. Okay, what must be the transition? Which property? That what must be the transition property? Yeah, we have to change the background color. So the transition property should be background background color must be changed. Background color and it for zero point 0.5 seconds. Zero point 0.5 seconds easily. Okay, easy in, ease out, and all these are other properties. Okay, so we have given here these. Next is that we must do one more thing. That is, we have to apply this transition to a button. That is button, hover, hover, button, hover, and upon hover, what should happen? Button, hover, background color must change to, let it be green. Yeah, yellow green. Okay, then hover, this must happen. See, on hovering, what is happening? For, it will taking a delay of zero point 0.5 seconds. Okay, zero point 0.5 seconds. Yeah, easily transition. Okay, and you can see that it is not an instant change. It's not instant, but it is uh, a transition. So this is an example for transition. Okay, I hope you understood what is a transition. Now let us move on to the next topic. That is from here we understood what is transition. Next is animation. What are CSS animations? So that is it is like animation means we are going giving some, but animations are like giving some life to elements using keyframes. Okay, the keyword used here is keyframes. So in order to create an animation, we must use the word keyframes at keyframes, not just keyframes, at keyframes. So CSS allows animation of HTML elements. Yeah, very nice. It will be very nice to see the animations, and you can make the web page very attractive using the CSS and animations and all. You can style it. You can include transitions in your web page. You can now include animations too in your web page. So I think you have studied all these things now. From the basic styling to transitions you have studied. So we are moving on to a more advanced level topic, that is CSS animations. You can, I'm just showing a simple examples of animations only. You can make a lot of good uh, lot variety of animations at your whatever you wish to do. You can use this keyframes syntax at keyframes syntax, and you can make all those animations. Just showing some examples only. Okay, so here you can see some boxes here. So here we have the done an animation in this program. You can see at keyframes, the animation that we use this, its name is move object. So this is not a, see, this at keyframes is the syntax, but this move object is the animation. So here three boxes are there, right? From here to here, this box is moving, and the transform translate x of 0, that is from this position to 50%, that is 50% me of, that means 50% means that from this position translate x of 0, that is the initial position, to translate x of 300px scale 1.5. So here the scale is also given. That is for one thing. Translate x. When the animation becomes this, it's saying that move the object from this initial position x of 0 to x of 300px. That is 300px in the X direction, you should move this object. Okay, there is no three boxes are not here. Only a single box is here. This is an example to show how this animation has taken place. The animation is like this. The single box has moved to this place and finally it enlarged. Okay, so this is the animation. That is move object and enlarge that object. At the end, that is at its final position, this square gets enlarged to a scale of 1.5. Okay, this that is meant by this particular animation. So this is what it is like from transform, transform. Three phases of the transition. Sorry, of the animations. First, initial stage, a middle stage. That means when the animation is about 50% at the middle of the animation. Okay, add to here. This is the thing. So we can do another animation. Okay, we can make a class and we have to move the box. Okay, to move the box, we will make a simple animation to move a box. Okay, we are going to animate a square box. For that, yeah, we will trans animation we had. Yeah, the same itself we can use. Under this itself we can use. Yeah, example for animation just showing just H2 or sorry H1 itself we can use. Example for animation. Okay, that also I'm giving here. So you can see here like this. Here I'm going to give. Yeah, I'm going to make a dip. Okay, we have to move this. We can make a box inside this. I'm just giving a inbox. And or sorry, I can just give animate me. Okay, one text I'll give animate me. Animate me the text inside this. Okay, I'm just giving the text and it is like you will see like this. It is now only animate me is here. We'll give one exclamation mark also. So we are going to animate that box. Okay, so what we can do is that we can give class is equal to box. So there is no other class having a name box. So I'm just giving class is equal to box. I'm going to give the transition here. Okay, so in order to animate the box, what we have to do? First of all, I have to make a box. Okay, now it is only a div only. It has not become a box. I have to make it a box. For that, I have to give it some height. Yeah, height of 200 px. No, this is not. Yeah, because it's got a height of 200 px. It's not visible for you. So in order to make it visible, I can make it like see border radius. So not border radius, border 2px 2px solid black. I can give a border to the box. Okay, see the height is just telling height is 200 px. Yeah, okay, the height is 200 px. Yeah, that is good. Okay, now the width is much bigger. So I just make it going to make it just with width of just 200 px. So it will become a square. Okay, yeah, now it has become a square. Okay, now what is the animation? That is you have to make the background color. Okay, we can give her some background color. Give her like background color. Uh, will be some other color and thick. Okay, this doesn't seem that good. Okay, we'll give some other color. Okay, some other color means you can change it from here. We'll give some orange color itself. We can give some bright orange color. Okay, I think that is good. Yeah, orange color. We are giving orange color. Now we can pad it. Uh, padding will make the text. Padding, padding top 10 px. Yeah, padding top 10 px. You brought it down. Okay, one thing. It's content 50 px. Oh, that's not needed. Only this much it is coming. Padding 50 px we can give and check. Padding, let's like, oh, no need of padding, just we need one box. Even this thing is not needed. Just to make you understand only I'm writing all these things. So background color, that. So what is the animation? Okay, we have to apply an animation. Animation is that. So for that we are using animation property. Animation. Animation is like that. We will move the box. So we are going to name the animation move box. 2 seconds. Time infinite and alternate. Alternate. Infinite alternate. Okay. Now we must define the animation using at keyframes. Okay. That is at at keyframes. Sorry, the spelling is wrong. At keyframes, I have to define the animation. So we have told that which animation we must use, but we have not defined the animation. So I must define the animation as movebox. This is our animation's name. Movebox from yeah from transform translate x of zeros. Okay, transform from then transform from so translate x of along the x-axis x of 0 from x of 0. Next is we are going to give 2. So 2 where to transform transform translate translate I'm giving sorry ooh, transform translate x of see I'm going to give that translation x of some 300 px okay 300 px and it will alternately repeat okay so you can see at keyframes it tells the animation steps. It defines the animation steps. Animation applies it to the element. Animation applies this animation to the element. And you can see alternate means reverses the direction on every cycle. That means infinitely it must move. The box must move with 2 seconds infinitely and it must alternate. Alternate means it reverses the direction. Once it reaches the 300 px distance, again it moves back to the 0 translate x of 0 position. Okay, so then this is x of 300 px. This is x of 0. That means from the 0th position to the 300 px the position I can say like that I think in the x direction okay in the on the x axis infinite loops that means infinite there is no number so you can see this is how we can change the time and see 2 seconds is taking and it'll be see what if it is 3 seconds see the time duration has changed 4 seconds okay so you can change the time duration and see this time is necessary okay time duration also you must see so this is the animation so I can change the distance and see like I can change the distance here from here I'm going to move it from some 500 px but if it is 500 px 500 px so see from this end to this end to this much it has got okay so this is how you apply animation also one thing that you must notice that if it is a transition requires an an action from the user, like hovering, clicking on the button, or hovering over the web page and all. But see, but about the animation, it automatically happens. Once the page is loaded, it happens. There is no need of an external or a click or a hover, nothing is required. So that is always there. That is the difference between transition and animation. Transition means it doesn't happen at an instant. It happens but by a smooth transition. But smoothly only it happens. Say hover me. See, it happens when I hover over, it smoothly happens. Animation is not like that. It happens in an instant. Okay, so this is all about our presentation on CSS. From the slide, this is the last topic that we have covered, that is CSS animations. And thank you all for you have been waiting for the other. I know that you have been waiting for the rest of the videos, that is CSS videos. I think I have made everything at the simplest level, and I have only used the simplest examples to make you understand all these things. If necessary, we can move. I'll share you this PPT in my Instagram page as a video. I think you can get it from there. See, we have covered all these topics, HTML, CSS, everything. So this was the start of our lessons. That is what is HTML. So from HTML to the end, we have covered a lot of topics. That is HTML, CSS. We not only just these presentations, we have covered a lot of topics by doing. So you can see how to do that and all. Thank you so much for patiently listening to me, and wait for the next videos. So next we will be talking about Git and GitHub. So be ready to uh, view the next video on web development. Will be uh, regarding the Git and GitHub. What is Git? What is GitHub and all? And in between, I'll be sharing some other videos that is regarding the Kerala PSC exams and some other topics, everything educational topics will be. So one will be for electronics engineering in electronics engineering classes with some basic electronics engineering topics that is useful for lecturer in polytechnic exams. And the other will be regarding some other Kerala PSC exams and all. I'm thinking about sharing you the classes both in English and Malayalam, because I know many of you are Malayalis, maybe subscribing this channel. Yeah, many of you will be Malayalis, so uh, I'll try my level best to include both Malayalam and English in my videos, in the coming videos. Anyway, we have started with the web development, and now we are moving to some other topics. So in web development itself, next topics will be based on the topics will be Git and GitHub. So be ready for the next class. We will simply make a sample website and we will try to host it on GitHub. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. So do not forget to share this with your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you.